Generic methods. In certain situations, there can be multiple methods which may be nearly identical, differing only in their data types. So, if we look at these two examples over here, public static integer triple mean int. So, this function belongs to the integer class type with having three integer arguments, item 1, 2, 3, minimum value and minimum mean val, and through this function we are trying to calculate the mean value among the three member variables of integer class type, that is item 1, item 2, item 3. So this method definition for the integer class type. Now if we want to find the minimum between three characters, so here what we need to do, we need to use the character class, and basically the function signature here in triple mean char is basically same as of triple mean int, with having three variables like item 1, item 2, item 3 of character type, and all the rest of the logic is similar to the first one, as you see. So, writing and maintaining the redundant methods or repeatedly methods for doing various types of things that only differ by data type, it can be time consuming, and also it can lead to various types of errors. So, the Java language supports a better approach. What is that approach? That is why we are going to see or learn about the generic method. So generic method is a method definition having a special type parameter that may be used in place of types in the method. So let's look at one example to understand generic methods. Well, so let's see. We are using the same structure as I shown you here in this mean val program. Here what we are doing, I'm going to create one the type. Just 1 second. Here I'm going to create one the type extends comparable the type, which I have highlighted here, where the type can be of any identifier, and that type is known as type parameter and can be used throughout our method for any parameter types, return types, or local variable types. And as you see here, public static in basic method definition or method declaration, how do we write a method? Public static return type. Here this acts as a return type. Then what is the function name, and these are the arguments. So public static return type and the function name, and here the type is considered as the global type, and this global type can hold number types, character types, or string types of data. Any type it will hold because we are implementing the comparable interface type here. Okay, so let's start here with our first the logic. The mean value is declared as of the type argument, and here as a return type is the type, and item 1 is assigned to the mean val, and we are going to implement the compare to method of the comparable interface, which will calculate the minimum mean value in between the three values item 1, item 2, and item 3. So let's start with our main function over here. So first three num variables integer type are being declared, and using the first function in the print method, we're trying to find out the minimum in between num1, num2, and num3. So when this method is called, it will invoke this method that we have here overly, and it will find out, when I run the program, it will find out which one is minimum in between 55, 99 and 66. The minimum is 55. Automatically that will invoke our method definition. In the same way, suppose we have three character variables a, z and m. Now I will just invoke the same method as well, and this method here take the arguments, three character arguments, and apply them over here in the method definition part, and the type will accept any type of argument. It may be integer, maybe character, maybe double, or maybe float, maybe a string type, anything it will take and find out the mean value. So for that, for finding out the minimum in between a, z, m, it basically calculates or compares the ASCII values of these three characters and returns a, which is having the minimum ASCII value. In the same way, if we want to compare three string arguments, the same thing will call the triple mean function, and that will find out the mean value through this method definition, and mean in between these three strings will be returned with AAA. This is all about generic methods.